everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios and take 2 of our Scrapbook Saturday. Because we're playing with Christmas, I wanted to do a Christmas layout, and I've had this picture of Adrian. She was 2 years old. She had just turned 2 at Thanksgiving, and we had this teddy bear tree up. I have always had a teddy bear tree. This was my last year, by the way, but I most always have had a teddy bear tree, and we thought that would be a perfect distraction for Adrian, and she wouldn't be messing with the big tree. We could tell her, go play with the bears. So we had the bear tree. You'll notice this window right here. That window no longer exists. That is the doorway into my studio. So I had a couple of issues with this picture. Number one, it appears to be out of focus, but it came from the printer that way, and it really irritated me. And then yesterday I had a picture of Cassie, and I was dating it on the back, and I tossed it off to the side, and I laid it across this picture without thinking about it, and now I have little green dots going across Adrian. So I wanted to preserve this memory. So Thursday night, I was in VickiBoutin's live, and I asked her, what was the best way to scrapbook a photo that is less than perfect? And Vicki made one very important note, that it's not always about the photo, it's about the memory that connects to that photo. And my memory is of Adrian ripping every bear off this tree that she could reach. You'll notice where her reach line stopped. And she's standing there thinking, oh boy, am I in trouble. So, thank you, Vicki, for your help. This is the page that I came up with. Vicki suggested that I mount the photo on a dark color so that it would pop and with the rest of the stuff on the page, and it would seem less like it had less of an issue. So I didn't want, she suggested black or a dark color. I went with Evening Evergreen. It's the darkest green cardstock I have, and it coordinated well with the Christmas tree in the background. So I have that. Then I used this gold trim paper, and this paper are from Martha Stewart collection that I've had on my shelf forever. And this bear is actually part of a collection called A Very Berry Christmas. Don't know where I got it from. It's from Brother and Sister Design Studio from 2002. And so I had a border strip, but when I laid the border strip down against this paper, which was also part of the collection from Martha Stewart, this green and red bordering kind of disappeared into the background. So I brought in a piece of this gold. It helped coordinate with the gold in the lettering, which this Merry Christmas came from this same paper collection. And then this die cut and the background paper are from a Paper Studios line, and this half oval ornamental Christmas from the Paper Studio. And I cut this out. It seemed a little stark at first, but I cut it with the largest oval layering frame that I had, so that it would help bring in some of the other colors, bring the reds out of the picture, the reds in the berries, the reds behind the bears. And then I added this charm, which is from Bead Treasures, from their Christmas line at Hobby Lobby. It's like, Dear Santa, I can explain. And then I have these buttons that I got years ago at Michael's. I have several of them in all different configurations. And this bear I have had in my scrap rack for years, just waiting for a home. And then once I had this page laid out, then I laid it on another background piece from that Paper Studios line to make it a 12 by 12, because this was not going to be 12 by 12. And I had about a finger's width gap on either end on that brown paper. So I decided to just cut it down to this and then layer the whole thing on a 12 by 12. And then up here I have a very vanilla tag that I cut out using a retired set from Stampin' Up! Called our File Tabs Edgelets. So I can slip the journaling card in there, and when I can get to my date stamp over in the office, because I have furniture moved all over the place in here where I've been working, I can put the date on here because I know that it was her second Christmas, her first Christmas with us, and she was 2 years old. So that is my scrapbook page as it sits right now. But I'm coming to you with a dilemma, and I would like your help in the comment section below if you would, please. This seems empty to me. I've got this going on, but this, since this sets kind of high, this whole thing looks empty. So, 3 options. Leave this page as it is. Option number 1. Add this tag, which is from this same paper collection. And I've added a little bit of the gold, and I can cut this gold string down, depending on what we decide. But I brought it in to bring in the gold. So you've got the sweep of the gold here. So that's option number 2. Option number 3 is this Christmas tree in the bottom. It's not quite as big, helps fill in some of the space, and it gives you a travel around. Still has the gold. There's no gold here, but I've got the gold on here, and I've got the red berries that coordinate with this, the green Christmas tree. So that will be option number 3. So if you will please, in the comment section below, do I want to leave it plain? Option number 1. Do I want the tag? Option number 2. Or do I want the button? Option number 3. And one more point before we leave tonight. I am 10 subscribers away from hitting the 500 subscriber mark. And I would love your help because when we hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to give stuff away. And I've got some really cool stuff that I have gotten from Spectrum Art Creations. I have Hobby Lobby stuff. I have Stampin' Up stuff. Lots of things to give away. So let's get me to that 500 subscribers. Share this out with your friends. And as the studio comes together, the videos will be coming more frequently. I'm trying to stick to my schedule. Which means tomorrow there's going to be an impromptu video. I'm going to be showing you how the little golden book collection shelf came together. And then on Monday, we're doing another Christmas card with Mail It Monday. So that's it for me in the studio today. Thanks for joining me. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Merry Christmas and creative blessings.